Going to show how to do a backup on DSM 5.1. You can see here DSM 5.1. On a Synology, it's a DS412 Plus, but they should all be the same. I'm going to go, I have a USB thumb drive. If I go into disk management, there's my 15 gig. Gonna actually reformat it so that we've got it from start to finish. So I'm gonna format this guy. I'm gonna do it NTFS, and I'm gonna call it DEC, just so we can see on the other side whether that carries through or not. So it's formatting. Okay, that's formatted and is dried G. I can see that this has nothing on it. I'm now going to eject it. Okay, so I'm going to now remove it. It's out. I'm now going to place it into the DS412. It is in the DS412, and we should see it pop up here in a minute. Another way to do it, there it goes, so we can see it there. Another way to see it is under Control Panel, under External Devices, and it shows up as USB Disk 2. Now from here, we could format it, but we don't want to because we want NTFS, which isn't any of the options here. NTFS gives cross-platform to Windows 7 and a Windows 7 VM on Fusion on a Mac, if you want to do it that way. So it's got a few possibilities of read and write on all the devices. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the backup. So I'm going to go up here to main menu, backup and replication. If I go to backup destination, we want to see it there. Now, I actually created this, so I'm going to delete it and redo it again. Okay, so I'm going to create a new destination. And it's going to be a local backup destination. Say next. So we're going to back up to a local shared folder, and if we drop down here we can see shared folder, and one of the folders is USB share 2, and that is the share that we're looking at. It's plugged into the front of the NASbox, the DS412 Plus. Now here I can give the backup destination name something, so I'm going to call it Jane. We had called the thumb drive DEC on the Win 7 when we named it, so I'm going to apply that. So backup destination, this is just a name here that you can give it. So we could have called it USB share 2, we could have called it thumb drive or something like that. But I just want to carry the name through and see if we can see anything. So we've got the destination. Now that we've got a destination to point to, we can create a backup profile. So I'm going to delete this one because I've created it and tested it and it works. And I'm going to create data backup. And the wizard comes up. Existing backup destination, and we now have a Jane destination, and that of course was that thumb drive. Next, now we tell it what we want to back up. Select folders to back up, and I'm going to go under, I've got a small test here set up, so if I go under Homes, Fred, and I can go to temp small test, and I've got one file in there. Say next, and we don't want any applications backed up at this time for this test. Next. So we can see here the task is local backup set 1. I could just call it test 15 March 5th. The directory will be the top level directory, so disk station FJ_1. You'll see that as a folder when we're done here. So I don't think we want to change anything here really. I'm not going to schedule it, I'm going to run it right away. So I'm just going to apply this, which becomes a profile here. So you can see here, no backup yet. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to say backup now. Initiating. Success. Okay, so now we, in theory, have a backup. Now to check it on the NASbox here itself, we're going to go to File Station. And then I'm going to come down to the USB Share 2. And you can see here the top level, disk station _FJ1. Double click into that. And I can see now top level homes. Then inside there Fred, which I had picked. Temp small test, which I had picked. And there's a PDF in there. So we can see that. Now I just want to prove the cross-platform, so I'm going to basically move that over to the Win7 box. I'm going to go up here. This is an easy way to eject. Basically come over to here, and I can see Kingston Data Traveler. I'm going to eject that guy. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be physically disconnecting it from there and joining it back into my Win7 box. So just give me a minute here. Okay, so it's back in the Win7 box. I'm going to open folder to view files. Again, we've got the disk station FJ_1. And then we've got homes inside there, Fred, temp small test, and yeah, we can see that. I don't know what this one is, but basically we've got the real one here. It's 151K. If I double click that, I can see that indeed it does come up, and so it's been transferred over from the NASbox. So now I can, from here, I can come down to here and I can eject that device again. And that is the end of this demonstration.